They said he'd go in the first round, then the second, then the third. But Shedeur Sanders kept falling and falling until the Cleveland Browns finally ended his excruciating slide at pick 144. Now, standing at Browns rookie minicamp, the former Colorado quarterback has a message for every team that passed on him. But here's the twist. It's not what you'd expect from someone who just endured one of the most shocking draft slides in NFL history. What started as a night of celebration turned into 3 days of pure agony for Sanders and his family. The quarterback, who many projected as a top 5 pick, watched 143 names get called before his. Thank you for saying that, because my job here isn't to prove people wrong. I prove myself right. Sanders declared at Browns rookie minicamp, his first meeting with reporters since the draft. That's the mindset that has NFL teams who passed on him already second-guessing their decisions. While Sanders maintained his composure, the football world erupted. Even President Trump chimed in, calling NFL owners stupid for letting the quarterback slide. But Sanders, he just kept working. Videos surfaced of him hitting the gym in Cleveland, running drills up hills, surprising local high school students. The message was clear. The draft is over. Now, the real work begins. The slide was historic, one of the biggest in NFL history according to league sources. Sanders went from wearing a flashy $350,000 watch and diamond pendant on draft night, expecting to hear his name in the first round, to changing into a simple black t-shirt by Saturday. But if you think that humbled him, you don't know Shedeur Sanders. I'm just thankful for the opportunity. Things could have been a lot worse, but I'm here smiling in front of you all at this facility right now, Sanders told reporters at Browns minicamp. While critics pointed to his flashy personality and famous father as reasons for his slide, Sanders is already turning doubters into believers. His jersey? It's already the top selling among all 2025 draft picks, outselling both number 1 pick Cam Ward and his former teammate Travis Hunter. But the real story isn't about jersey sales or draft position, it's about what happens next. Sanders joins a Browns quarterback room with no clear starter, competing with fellow rookie Dillon Gabriel, veteran Joe Flacco, and Kenny Pickett. For most fifth-round picks, that would be daunting. For Sanders, it's an opportunity. I fully still have belief, he emphasized. Sanders wasted no time dwelling on his draft experience. Within days, he was in Cleveland, working out at Browns facilities, running drills up hills, and surprising local high school students. No sulking, no excuses, just work. The Browns saw an opportunity others missed. We felt like it got to a point where he was probably mispriced relative to the draft, GM Andrew Berry admitted. Translation: Cleveland got a steal. They know Sanders has the tools. The Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year threw for 4,134 yards and 37 touchdowns last season, while completing over 74% of his passes. But there's more to this story. During the draft process, some teams reportedly didn't like Sanders' personality. Others questioned whether Colorado's simplified offense prepared him for the NFL. The whispers grew louder as he fell. He's a good person, but people didn't like the personality, a league source revealed. The comparisons to Johnny Manziel's celebrity status. The irony? Sanders' biggest strength might be what scared teams away. His confidence, his swagger, that famous watch flex celebration that went viral. In college, where he was the star, it worked, but NFL teams wondered, how would that play in a professional locker room? Cleveland isn't worried. In fact, they're embracing it. Coach Kevin Stefanski made it clear everyone will compete for the starting job, and that includes the kid from Colorado who some thought would never handle adversity. He has a ton of resolve, Berry noted after spending extensive time with Sanders during the draft process. Even his father, Deion Sanders, sent a powerful message after the selection. God uses the foolish things to confound the wise, and he chose the weak things of the world that he may put to shame the strong. The message was clear. This isn't the end of Shedeur's story. It's just the beginning. During his minicamp introduction, Sanders addressed the negativity surrounding him with remarkable maturity. 99% of hatred is towards Pops, and then I'm just his son, so it really just comes from that, he said with a laugh, showing wisdom beyond his years. The Browns got more than just a quarterback. They got someone with a massive chip on his shoulder. Fifth-round quarterbacks rarely become starters, but then again, most fifth-round quarterbacks aren't Shedeur Sanders. The last quarterback to go from day 3 pick to week 1 starter, Dak Prescott, and we all know how that turned out. What's remarkable is Sanders' approach to the slide. While conspiracy theories swirled and prank calls tried to derail him during the draft, he remained laser-focused on what matters most, proving his worth on the field. That mentality has Browns fans excited and other teams potentially regretting their decisions. The numbers tell the story. 14,347 career passing yards, 134 touchdowns, just 27 interceptions, a 70.1% career completion percentage. These aren't backup quarterback numbers, these are franchise player statistics. Yet 31 teams passed on him, some multiple times. Now in Cleveland, Sanders faces perhaps the most wide-open quarterback competition in the NFL. Deshaun Watson is injured again. Flacco is 40. Pickett couldn't beat out Russell Wilson in Denver. And Gabriel? The Browns drafted him 50 picks before Sanders, but that might have been more about value than preference. Here's what makes this different from other draft slides. Sanders isn't trying to change who he is. The jewelry, the confidence, the swagger, it's all still there. But now it comes with something else, unshakable motivation. Even President Trump jumped to his defense during the draft, declaring that Shedeur has phenomenal genes and is all set for greatness. Cleveland gave Sanders exactly what he needed, an opportunity to compete. The city that has been desperately searching for a franchise quarterback since Bernie Kosar might have just found their answer in the most unlikely place. History has shown us that draft position doesn't define destiny. Tom Brady went in the 6th round, Russell Wilson in the 3rd, Dak Prescott in the 4th. All became franchise quarterbacks. All proved the doubters wrong. What separates Sanders from other late-round picks is his unwavering self-belief combined with an elite skill set. The fact that his jersey is already the top-selling among all 2025 draft picks shows that fans see what NFL executives might have missed. The warning Sanders sends to the NFL isn't delivered through angry words or social media posts. It's demonstrated through preparation, dedication, and performance. Every rep in practice, every film session, every moment of competition is his statement. The teams that passed on him will be watching closely as he competes for the Browns' starting job. And if history is any indication, they might be regretting their decisions sooner than they think. The clock is ticking for the 31 teams that passed. The Browns might have just stolen the best quarterback in the draft. Time will tell, but one thing's certain, Shedeur Sanders is ready to prove he belongs. Not to prove others wrong, but to prove himself right. What's your take on Shedeur Sanders' draft slide? Will he prove the doubters wrong in Cleveland? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more NFL draft analysis and breaking news. Hit the notification bell so you never miss our latest content on the biggest stories in football.